Hey everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I am so excited that you're here today. I cannot believe I'm getting ready to say these words, but we are getting ready to decorate for Christmas. I know, it's crazy. I can't believe it myself, but it's November the something another and it's time. I am starting a little bit early this year, and the reason I'm starting a little early is because the older I get, the harder it is for me to get everything that I want to do done in the days that I have to do it in, usually on Thursdays or the weekend. So I was talking to David and he's like, just go ahead and start. Just go ahead and do a little bit at a time. The house is empty. It's kind of bare right now after I took everything down for Halloween. So now is as good a time as any. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do things just a little bit different. Instead of saying, hey, let's decorate this kitchen together, I'm going to say this is day one of me decorating my home for Christmas of 2025. So if all I get done during that video is the garland put up and a snowman on the table, then that's all I get done. We're gonna do it in moderation, and as I have time or as I get those little energy spurts, who knows. But I think what I'm gonna do first, because nobody wants to watch this, is I'm gonna put up all the garlands. Anything green, the trees, the garlands, anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up and have them, maybe the lights already in them, and get at least that part done and ready for decor. Because the decor is why you're here. The fun stuff, the sprinkles, the decorations, all the frostings, all the things. That's why you're here. Not to see me climb on top of that counter, almost kill myself on the top of a ladder trying to hang garland. So while I'm hanging garland, you guys can go down the street and visit a little antique store called Miss Minnie's. I'm gonna let you peruse the aisles, and when you get back, maybe the garland will be up. If not, I'm sure I'll have a little haul for you. So go hang out at Miss Minnie's antique store for a little while. Let me get a little bit of the unfun stuff done, and when you come back, maybe we'll be ready to decorate. thing I love the most about Miss Minnie's is that not all of the vendors charge a lot. There's a couple vendors in there that you can really find some good deals, and I always tend to buy from those same people. So here's my little haul that I got. The first thing that I got are just a little box of, I don't know that these are actually Shiny Brights or if they just put them in the Shiny Bright box, but $8 for 9 ornaments I thought was a really good price. So they're less than $1 a piece. So I got those, and I have a specific place for these to go other than on my tree, because as you remember last year my tree was quite full, but we're going to do something just a little different this year. And then I got these 3 little balls. These were $1, and then I think this one was $2. So they were different vendors, but I like the green. I just thought the colors were really pretty. And then I found this little knee hugger for $12. There were 3 there to choose from. I don't know, I was just kind of drawn to this one. He's got some skinny little legs, but I thought he was cute, so I grabbed him. I got these little candlestick rings for $2 a piece. There was a bunch of them, and if I knew that I could use all of them, I would have probably bought more because the price was so good. But I just got 2 because I'm not quite sure I have a place for all of them. And then lastly, I got these dishcloths. These are $3 for 3. So we'll use these to wash dishes, and these are great. If you've never tried these type of dishcloths to wash your dishes, these are really nice. I like these because they weren't real big and thick. They're kind of small, and I can fit them in my hand, so I'm excited to get those. So this is my little Miss Minnie's haul. Nothing great or extravagant, but we're going to do some beautiful things with this. Phase 1 of putting up the garland is done. I got everything in that box put up, which is all the inside garland that I own. If you'll notice, this is funny, the garland going around my door and above my cabinets is all what I consider new garland. You can see how fluffy and full and lush it is. Although it's cheap, it came from Walmart, $4 you saw. This is what I consider new. Within the last 2 to 3 years, I've purchased all of this garland. But I still have and use my garland from 10 to 16 years ago, which is in the rest of the house. I wanted to show you, this is terrible. I had to piece these 2 pieces together so it would be long enough, and look at that. Is that not terrible? This side's a little better, but I had to like tie it together to make it long enough. This is definitely what you would consider a Charlie Brown Christmas, but whenever I get to decorating and I'll get all the picks and the sticks and the lights and all of the pretties in there, you won't really be able to tell. But look at this. This is awful. And then I've got a little piece up there and a little scraggly piece over here. Now, hindsight, what I could have done was use the new garland. Let me show you. I've got it sitting over here. I bought this garland within the last 2 years. And I could have used this on the inside, and I could have used the scraggly garland on the outside, but Becky did not think about that until it was too late and all this was already up. But what I did is I made myself a note. This is the box that my garland's gonna go in, and I just made myself a note that says, next year you need to replace a little bit because it's falling apart. So future Becky will be thanking past Becky on that episode. Plus, I'll watch this video back and I'll say, oh, I need to do that. I need to buy a little garland for 2026. This is gonna go outside. It's already the perfect measurement to go around my door, and that's kind of another reason why I really didn't take the time to switch it all out. All of this has been in my home, or in my Christmas home decor, for as long as I've lived in this house. And we've been in this house like 16, 17 years. So it's served its purpose. And I think it's time that we can replace it a little bit or move it outside. So, all right, I'm moving on to phase 2, which is lights. It's the end of the day, and I got what I had set out to do accomplished. I got the garland up and the lights up. My back's not hurting, my body's not hurting. It was the perfect amount to have a goal set to do today, but not overdo it. And that was the whole thought process behind doing this, just a little at a time. So I'm happy it's working out. My house is not a wreck. I got plenty of time. I don't feel rushed. So I got the lights around the door I got the lights above the cabinets. Trying to slow down so I don't make you dizzy. I got the tree up and the lights put on it. Those lights that Susan gave me are absolutely glorious. I mean, the camera's not even doing it justice. There was one strand that she sent me and it's the perfect amount for this tree. I don't even need 2 strands. I looked up with the possibility of buying another strand so that, you know, I was thinking my tree was kind of big, but 1 strand is perfect. And I wish you could see it in person because it's absolutely just, I can't stop looking at it. The mantle has been lit above here and here, but let me bring you over here kind of slowly and show you that I did put the garland and the lights around the door, and I'm so glad I did because it's perfect. It just needed a little something over here, and I'm so glad I did it. That was the garland that was supposed to go outside, so I did actually have to go back to Hobby Lobby and buy 2 more strands for the actual outside around the door. So I put a little excerpt in earlier, but I did tell you wrong and I just wanted to correct myself. These thick, full, lush garlands are from the Hobby Lobby, not Walmart. They are only, I think, $6 with the 50% off, so they're still inexpensive. Just make sure you get the ones that are not lit, and you should be good as long as you're putting your own lights up there. These skimpy, scrawny ones that I showed you earlier are the ones from Walmart. So anyway, I just wanted to make myself clear because I don't want to ever purposefully say something that is untrue. I would never do that. So I just wanted to let you know that I did realize that after I filmed it and I was thinking about it. I'm like, those didn't come from Walmart, they came from Hobby Lobby. So they are nicer at the Hobby Lobby for just a couple dollars more. So all right, day's over, going to bed. We'll pick this up on Thursday and start decorating. Good morning, it's Thursday morning and it's time to get back at it and start doing some more decorating. When I left you last, we had all the garland put up in the house. I haven't done it on the porch yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit to do the porch just because it is still very early and I don't want my neighbors to think I'm completely bonkers. So I'm gonna wait just probably another week or 2 before I put the decorations on the porch and outside. But I've got big plans out there and I'm so excited. Where was that at? Okay, so I got all the garland up and I got all the lights up. So now it's time to start decorating a little bit. It's pretty bare in here even with that. And I got the tree up. So the intention that I had was, in order not to completely exhaust myself, was to just bring in a couple of boxes at a time and work out of those boxes and just kind of move around the house. I have quickly learned that that's not going to work. My brain, I don't think my brain works that way. I think I have to have some sort of organization and order to when doing things. So I've got about 4 bins brought in and it's kind of sort of centered in the kitchen. I may not finish this kitchen today. I may come back and tweak it and change it, but we're gonna shoot for the stars and try to get the kitchen decorated at least. I've got a majority of everything pulled out and unboxed. So let's start on that. I think what I would like to do first is put up all of my little tchotchkes above my cabinets, and then we'll come back in and we'll decorate this garland. So here's a quick overview of everything that I'm going to use to go above my kitchen cabinets. Now, right now, this is pretty much the same things that I used last year up there. I'm making it very easy for myself and I'm starting out with what I'm familiar with. I may come up here and change things and add things and move things around, who knows? But right now, we're just going to kind of stay with what I did last year. So if you were here last year and you're thinking, good grief, why is she decorating it the exact same way? It's just because I'm a little overwhelmed right now. Because, you know, I'm just now getting started. This is the first actual room I'm going to decorate. So we're just going to make it simple on ourselves. So let's put this up here in all this blank space that we have. I'm going to stop for a minute and just kind of give you a close-up of what I've done so far. Like I said, it's very, very similar to last year. Couple different things, not a whole lot though. I am going to come in just a few minutes and add all the fun goodness to the garland, so don't panic, it's coming. I'm just kind of taking things slow. It's taking me a little longer than I had hoped, but it's coming together. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the other side over here. But for right now, I think I'm done adding tchotchkes and decor over here. I'm coming down off the ladder. This is all that I have left that I had originally picked out to go up here. This is what was up here last year for the most part. I don't know what it is, but when I use this color green in my kitchen, it looks teal, but in real life, it's just a beautiful emerald green, but it bothers me. I don't know why, but when I'm looking at it with my eyes, it's the perfect shade of green, but on the camera, it looks teal, and I don't like it. All right, and then I went out to my shed and I picked out a few other pieces that I hadn't accounted for using. So we may use some of this up here too. I've got two new fabric Santas. This one I got at a yard sale for a couple bucks, and this one was a gift. I've just got to glue his little package back up there. It fell off. But we got some things to use. Plus I emptied all of this out when I was going through my boxes, so who knows what we'll use. I don't know. I just had to turn the camera off and figure it out. As soon as I turned the camera off, I figured it out pretty quickly, and I had it exactly the way I wanted it. I don't know what it is, but sometimes that's what you have to do. But this is what I came up with for this side. It's much more elaborate than last year. And I also came over here and I added my Johanna Parker salt and pepper shakers. Since I had already added these, I decided, well, we'll go ahead and just put a few more pieces up there to kind of make it all go together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add all the gaudy goodness in this garland, and we're going to turn this into pure magic. The most difficult place to film in my home is above my countertops, because all I do is go up and down off this ladder. You get a full view of my backside, and nobody enjoys that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all of the things I'm going to be decorating with. So basically what we have is this inexpensive tinsel garland that came from Walmart. I got this on clearance one year, but any store sells it. I will say the Dollar Tree's version is a little skimpier, so if you want it a little more full, then spend a little bit more money on it. That came from Walmart. These came from Hobby Lobby. They're very inexpensive as well. They just embody everything that we're going for here. This is the style, the look, the feel, everything for a nostalgic Christmas, and they're not expensive at all. I think this one was $2. This one was $1.50 with the 50% off. And then I got these glorious little guys from, I think some of them came from Temu and some of them came from Amazon. They were inexpensive as well. You just add the little stem to the back and pop them right in. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a before shot of how everything looks. And then I'm gonna just climb up there on my own, put everything up, and then you'll see the after. So here's the before, one more view. And here is the after, and it's even more glorious than last year. It's better than I even remembered. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna stop for the day, because this is the whole point of me doing this so early, is to do just a little bit at a time and not get overwhelmed. So I just wanted you to see this. When you come back on we're gonna call it day 2 of decorating my home for Christmas, but it's a mixture of many days. But when you come back, we'll do the bottom half of the counter and finish the kitchen up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's what we'll do. I do want to get a little bit closer here and let you see possibly a better view than what I had before, because, you know, unless you're here in person, you cannot get the full effect of everything. I added that little Mrs. Claus also. And let me scoot around. I'm on a chair, so I'm trying to go slow. It's just so pretty. But I do think that I need something over here. This is the only other place I can put anything, because right here there's no bottom. It's the where my window's at. So I'm gonna come back and put something up here a little later, maybe in the next video, maybe before the full house tour. I don't know, but I think something needs to go there for sure. It's getting warm in here. We had a couple of cool days, but they're gone now. It's warming back up now. Thank you guys so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. It means the absolute entire world to me. Come back again in just a few days and we'll finish the kitchen and we'll just continue on decorating the house with our gaudy, glitzy, glittery goodness, and we're just gonna do our thing and have a good time and enjoy ourselves. But if you guys want to click off now, you're welcome to. But if you are one of the ones that have been praying for Landon, my nephew, I wanted to give you an update. He had his surgery on Tuesday. I did put a post out letting you know that everything went wonderfully. The doctor said that it could not have gone better. He said the stents fell right out of his fingers and right into the spot that they needed to be in, and it just went well. But he did say that towards the end of the week, he was going to go back in, do another CT scan, not surgically, but do a CT scan and take another look and see. There were some more areas that he was thinking that he may have to go in and put stents in, but he just wanted to give him a chance to see how these 3 were working. He did 3, was supposed to have 6, but he only did 3. So anyway, Landon's mom called today and scared us all to death because she was crying. And we thought, of course, we thought the worst, but she was letting us know that the doctor did the CT scan. Not only are the stents, the places where the stents are, working beautifully, but the other areas that, I'm getting chill bumps, the other areas that he was going to go back in and check on, he said he has no explanation. He said they're healing themselves. So he's going home tomorrow. So I wish you could see the chill bumps going up and down my arms. He's going home tomorrow. So our prayers have absolutely been answered. God has been good to us, and we are overflowed with joy and gratitude. And just thank you so much for praying for him. And I don't have words. I don't have words, but you know the deal. You probably aren't even surprised. I'm not really surprised. I knew what my God could do, and I had faith, and I knew it was going to happen. So thank you again for doing that. And as far as decorating, just come back, hang out with me. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.